Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Flyers TV, powered by WebGains, and we are back. Basketball is back. A brand new season is right around the corner as Bristol Flyers take on the Reading Rockets in the first of 3 games this afternoon in the inaugural Vince Marriott Invitational. My name is John Osborne. I'm very pleased to be joined once again this season by former Flyers captain Gareth Till. And Gareth, before we get underway with today's game, we have to give a word on Vince Marriott, of course, who today's event is named after. Such an inspirational figure to so many players and coaches here at Bristol Flyers.
Yeah, absolutely, Joel. Very important that we know we're here to remember Vince. And, I played under Vince back in the Bath days, Bath Romans, which later the Bristol Flyers kind of, a lot of players came over from Bath to the Flyers. So he's been around the Bristol Flyers teams and younger, getting the younger generations up through, playing basketball and inspiring a lot of youth. So, yeah, it's important that we're here today remembering him and also, get a first chance to look at the Flyers today. Yeah,
you mentioned it. 3 teams here in action today. Pre-season, quick 12-minute half games on the cards. The first one right now, Bristol Flyers will take on Reading Rockets very soon. But first, all 3 teams will be introduced to the court as we get set for action. And Gareth, we talk about this new look Bristol Flyers team. I mean, 3 or 4 players from that team that finished 4th in the league last season. I guess the club was, victim of their own success, really, with players getting great opportunities elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it obviously does happen. You tend to find that Coach Kapoulis tends to get a lot of guys straight out of college for their first professional contract in the BBL. And as you said, it's a good stepping stone, if you like, to bigger opportunities for the player within Europe. The potential to earn more money, but it sort of, it was a good season last year, and you never quite know what you have with the new players that come into the team. A lot of expectation, a lot of anticipation as well, just how this Flyers team are going to perform.
Well, Surrey Scorchers are being introduced to the court right now. They are not in action until Game 2 this afternoon, where they will take on Reading Rockets straight after this one. The opening game will be Flyers versus Reading Rockets. Then Surrey Scorchers will take on the Rockets, and then Flyers take on the Scorchers to end the day's events. And as you see now, the Bristol Flyers being introduced to the court. Gareth, who are the key players that you've got your eye on? What are you expecting to see from this team today?
Well, obviously, as a first look at the guys today, on paper, there's some really outstanding players. VJ King, obviously, a guy with G League experience. We're all obviously keen to see what he can bring to the Bristol Flyers. But, it's a clean slate for all these players. It's an opportunity. Every team in this league will be kind of excited with their prospects. So, it's a good opportunity right now to get some minutes under their belt, and we'll have. You can ask me later on after the game on who the performers are and who we're excited to see for the season.
Yeah, Flyers, of course, one of the last teams to get their squad together for pre-season. Of course, Coach Kapoulis out with the GB national team at Eurobasket, so they've only really had just over a week together as a team. So again, plenty of opportunities today to learn each other's tendencies in that game situation.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, looking following some of the other BBL teams, London, Leicester, they've got playing European competition leading up to the BBL. So we're just going to pause for one moment.
Yeah, we are indeed, because of course, as the PA announcer is explaining to the arena, we are going to do a minute's silence in memory of the Queen, which will start and end on the whistle. Well, a perfectly observed minute's silence there in memory of the Queen. Of course, sadly, tragic news this past week. And We are set for action here now at the Wise campus. Bristol Flyers about to take on Reading Rockets in the first of 3 games this afternoon. And Gareth, we haven't spoken about some of the new rules in action this afternoon. Of course, all these games we played with the Elam ending. It's the first time we're doing this Elam ending here. You see the rules there on your screen. Essentially the 2 12-minute halves. When it gets to 2 minutes left in the second half, there will be a stoppage where the target score is set, and that's determined by the leading team score +8, and it's a race to that target score. That team will be the winner.
Yeah, exciting. It's the first time I heard of it, to be honest, today. But yeah, you were telling me that it's been played in a few competitions and tournaments, obviously prior to today, and it's worked well. So yeah, I'm interested to see how that's going to work. But yeah, setting a target goal, 2 minutes left to get the winner.
Yeah, it does guarantee that every game will end on a game-winning basket, as the clock will disappear with 2 minutes to go, which does provide a bit of extra added excitement in these pre-season friendlies. And of course, you see both teams now getting set to return to action. If you look at the Reading Rockets side for a moment, I mean, familiar face in there in Lewis Champion. He's been there for the last couple of seasons now with the Rockets since playing for the Flyers previously as well.
Yeah, he'll be glad to get back on the Bristol court, get a warm welcome back from the Bristol fans, as all ex-players do. But yeah, Reading Rockets recently applied to join the BBL. Club that big respect for them. Been around for many years. Great program, great junior development program, and aspirations to make that step up as well. So, historically had some great coaching staff. You've got Dave Titmus on the bench there as well, and head coach Samet that's just come back in as well. So, plenty of experience, plenty of knowledge on that bench. But yeah, BBL player experience. I think they re-signed Danny Carter as well. Big player for them. Doesn't look like he's here today, but a contingent of American players and overseas players as well. So, they'll be looking forward to getting some court time, and I believe they've got a game on tomorrow in the first round of the trophy as well against Warriors. So, looking to get some action today.
Well, of course, they're not the only team that has a game tomorrow. Flyers are in action right here at the SGS College Arena against Plymouth City Patriots for a 4 p.m. tip-off, pre-season action at the Wise campus, and we'll be streaming that game right here on the Bristol Flyers YouTube channel as well. So if you can't catch the full day of action here, you can join us again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Promises to be a great afternoon of British basketball. And just as you see here, Coach Kapoulas going through his final words ahead of tip-off. Let's take a look at the tonight's, this afternoon's even. I'm going to have to get used to saying that. Starting lineup, starting with the Flyers, and of course Flyers without Mike Miller and no Leslie Smith this afternoon. So Corey Samuel's getting a step up into the starting lineup. He'll join Brandon Mahan, Thomas Bell, VJ King, and Malcolm Delpesh playing inside. And looking at the starting lineup for the Reading Rockets, it's Lewis Champion and Jeremiah Jenkins in the backcourt, Troy Cracknell, Finley Porter, and Jordan Jackson. And Gareth, this is the Bristol Flyers team. I mean, it's a very young team this season. It's taught a lot, 5 players coming through the player pathway as well here at SGS College, which I think is the most by any BBL roster this season. Yeah,
it's great. I mean, that's something that I'm sure Coach Kapoulas, Chris Bourne are very proud of. Chris Bourne, the head here of SGS College basketball. So, really good to see that development. And Corey Samuel sort of typified last year what that actually means. Some solid minutes, some really game-changing performance actually last year from Corey Samuel. So, pressure will be interesting to see how he reacts to last year. Obviously a bit of an unknown quantity, but coach is going to be kind of a bit more familiar with his game as well, putting a little bit of pressure on him. So it'll be interesting to see how he reacts in the BBL this season.
The opening tip is won by the Bristol Flyers, who will get this first possession underway. First of 3 games this afternoon in the Vince Marriott Invitational. Here's Samuels, swings to King, hands off with Mahan, quick fire 3-pointer, knocks it down. And seen him a couple of times in practice this week, Gareth. Brandon Mahan, a player you cannot give an inch of space.
Yeah, well, he's just shown it just right there, Joel. First look at the basket, knocking it down, and what a way to start your Bristol Flyers career.
Here's Jackson inside. Fakes the 3, drives inside. Cracknell to the hole. Able to draw the foul. And that will send him to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good shot fake there. Got the defender off the feet. Drove to the basket. Just a nudge in the back on his layup. He'll find himself going to the line for a couple.
Of course, you spoke about Reading Rockets. Of course, a big rivalry back between these two teams, going all the way back to when Flyers were in
to my day,
Division 1, back when you used to be captain of the
long
club
time ago. Yeah, exactly. So Reading Rockets, even with the women's program as well. When I coached the women's program, Reading Rockets are always tough competitors. So always tend to be in the same leagues, regional leagues if you like, with junior and obviously Division 1 women and men as well. So yeah, really good club.
Well, Rockets go 2 for 2, and a bit of full court pressure here being shown by Jenkins. King hands off with Samuels. Back to King. Takes a screen from Delpesh. Ball inside, and a bit of miscommunication between King and Delpesh. And that's what pre-season's for, Gareth, ironing out those mistakes early on. Yeah,
looked like a Reading Rockets hand there, I've got to say, on that out of bounds, but ball given back to Reading. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be, a bit of rust for both teams to get out their system, playing against other competition. You're familiar with playing against your own teammates, but playing against different competition with different plays themselves, certainly going to help in preparation.
Cracknell's free is off. That's going to be an offensive foul on Mahan. Champion does well to take the charge.
Yeah, we've seen that as well. How many times we've seen Lewis Champion take charges here. Remember a couple of seasons he was here, the amount of charge he took, willing to put his body on the line even in pre-season, the type of competitor that Lewis is.
Jenkins, closely guarded by Samuels. Well, we spoke about the rust, Gareth, and again, a prime example there as substitutions come in. Tevin Ollison comes into the game for the first time tonight. Brandon Mahan takes a seat after picking up that early foul.
So talk me through the fouls, Joel. Is it normal fouls? Is it 4 fouls? Do we know personal fouls? Or?
Yeah, I believe they're going to do 5 per quarter, 5 team fouls per quarter. I think it's normal fouls throughout as well. So everything else is the same, minus the Elam ending. As King's 3 is off. Champion with the rebound. Jenkins now pulls it out. Jackson backing down, fakes it, puts it up, puts it in. Reading Rockets with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, nice post-up move there, using strength and good footwork there, get himself to the basket.
Ball inside to Delpesh, who just muscles his way inside.
Yeah, talking of muscle there. Just got the wrong side there, the defender. And Delpesh taking full advantage of that drop step. And first dunk of the season for Delpesh.
First of many, I'm sure. He'll tell you that first. Here is Jenkins. Step back 2 is short. Rebound ends up with Delpesh. Knocks it to Samuels. Here's Tevin Ollison in transition. Takes a screen from Delpesh. Ollison drives inside, looking for Thomas Bell inside. Ends up with him. Bell kicks out to King for 3. Ball goes in and out. It's rebounded by Jackson. His Champion now swings it inside. Beautiful pass from Lewis Champion, and Porter lays it in for 2.
Yeah, Bristol Flyers, a poor defense, all sort of watching the ball. The Rocket player just came in from behind with the easy layup. No one protecting the basket.
Samuels looking to go back door. I think he was looking for a foul inside. No call given by the officials. It looked like it slipped out of his hands on the replay.
Yeah, looks like the right call. And Lewis Champion brings the ball up for the Reading Rockets.
Here's Cracknell. Swings to Jenkins. Guarded by Samuels. Screen comes from Jackson. Jackson for 3. He's short. It's going to be a foul on the floor. It's going to be called on VJ King, says the officials. Away from the basketball. It's the 3rd team foul on the Flyers already, with just a couple of minutes gone in this first half. Champion to inbound. Great pass inside, and Panda straight into the game. makes no mistakes.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that. Coming off the bench, getting a nice look at the basket there. Little hook shot. Couple of points on the board.
Here is Thomas Bell. Looking inside, turns it over to Champion. And Rockets outrunning here. All the way to the hole, puts it up, back iron, no good. Long rebound falls to Reading Rockets. The second chance opportunity is good. And Coach Kapoulis calls a timeout to talk things through his side, trailing by 5 early on.
Yeah, just a few sort of mistakes really. Tracking back on defense, watching the ball. So, he'll be looking for reaction. I'm sure he'll be wanting to see some, fundamentally some better basketball from his players. Some things will take a little while to gel on offense, but, chasing back on defense, maybe some loose passes is something they can talk about.
And this is a team, of course, Gareth, that's been together, just over a week together, plenty of new faces into the team, players often coming overseas for the first time, playing in Europe for the first time. A couple of veteran players like Mike and Malcolm Delpesh on the team, but it's going to take time for this team to gel this season. Yeah,
it will. It will take, that team chemistry and almost, when you're new coming to a team, it's just almost, I'm not saying there's a pecking order, but you need to find your role in the team and kind of where you fit in, and there's going to be sort of a few question marks under the players, but these guys have been playing for a long time. They've been picked up because, Coach Kapoulis has seen game tape. He knows these players from watching games of them, so he'll be expecting a certain level. And then the team chemistry on top of that as well as the season grows.
Well, both teams back out on the floor. First of 3 games this afternoon. Of course, other 2 games are available to watch on YouTube. If you look at the YouTube channel, you'll find both links are set in the schedule. And we'll be adding the one for Plymouth City Patriots later on this evening. Here's Samuels, guarded by Champion. Almost knocked loose by Champion. Finds Watson-Gale into the game for the first time. Here's Jelani Watson-Gale, all the way to the hole. Great pass to find Ollison, who drives inside. Reverse layup. Foul is going to be on the floor. First touch from Tevin Ollison there, and great to see him attacking the basket.
Yeah, nice baseline drive. Said the foul on the floor, so no opportunity for a free throws.
Just the first team foul on the Rockets this first half. Delpesh turns the corner, kicks out to Samuels. Baseline 3 on the way. Ball goes in and out. Offensive rebound by Delpesh, and it's going to be a foul called on Porter. He picks up his first.
Yeah, early on you're seeing a lot of pass and drives and kicks to the corner here from the Flyers, looking for that opportunity, that 3-pointer, and then driving baseline if the shot's not there.
Ball into Bell, top to Samuels. Samuels turns the corner, drives inside, up against Champion, puts it up, no good. Bell soars for the rebound, kicks out to Samuels again for 3. Short this time, rebounded by Reading. Jenkins turns the corner. Here's Jackson backing down Delpesh, looking once again for Jenkins off the handoff, pulls up, mid-range 2 is short. Another offensive rebound for Reading. Champion for 3, and Champion drains the 3. And we've seen that time and time again over the years when he used to play with the Flyers.
Yeah, he seemed to enjoy that one as well. His hand was extended out for a little while. He obviously enjoyed that one on his former home court.
Biggest lead of the game so far at 8 for Reading Rockets. He's got a mismatch inside Reading Rockets. Tries baseline all the way to the hole. Count it and a foul. And Cracknell will go to the line for a bonus.
Yeah, did well to keep his concentration there. Delpesh flying at him. Caught him there, and as a tidy finish. Enjoyed that one. As you've said, 10-point lead for the Rockets. Potentially to make that 11-point lead.
Well, VJ King comes back into the game for Bristol, and Pasquale Landolfi gets his first taste of pre-season action. Cracknell finds himself at the line, chance to convert on this 3-point play. No good on the bonus, rebounded by King. Here's Watson-Gale. Foul's going to be called on Jenkins. Reach-in foul. It's going to be their third team foul of this first half.
Yeah, big foul there, reaching in and checking out of the game. And number 8 comes in, Dixon, for the Reading Rockets.
Pasquale Landolfi to inbound, finds Watson Gale. Screen comes from Delpesh, who rolls to the basket. King now drives baseline all the way to the hole. VJ King. Reverse layup is good for 2.
Yeah, again going to that corner option. Driving baseline, seemed to open up quite nicely. Little under, up and under, the reverse layup. And 2 much needed points for the Bristol Flyers.
His champion who drives inside. King takes the charge at the other end. And VJ King right now doing it on both ends.
Yeah, Lewis Champion with the offensive foul. Normally he's on the other end of those, taking those charges.
Well, there's 6 minutes to go in this first half, and the score is 15-7. So if we do get to the Elam ending, Gareth, it could be a a bit of a long one at this rate.
And the Flyers will have it all to do, that's for sure.
Here is Delpesh soars for the offensive rebound. It does last touch by him. He will go back to Reading here. Into the game comes Isaac Round for the first time tonight. Lewis Champion takes a breather for him. Bit of full court pressure being shown from the Flyers. Cracknell, no good on the 2 again. Reading with the offensive rebound, knocked loose by Bell, and King's able to get control of the ball. Here's VJ King. Ball inside to Delpesh. King turns it over. Here come Rockets the other way.
Oh,
Watson Gale, great hustle from him as he knocks it loose and dives on the loose ball.
Yeah, I think Delpesh just saying, you can throw it a little bit higher than that next time. I can get up there a little bit. Delpesh just saying to him then, you can throw it up there a little bit higher.
Coach Kapoulis has burned his second timeout of this first half. 5.5 minutes to go in the before the break, and Gareth just 7 points on the board for Bristol Flyers. You can certainly tell that this team has not been together for too long at the moment. But again, all these pre-season games, great chance to build some momentum going into the season. Yeah,
I mean, from a coaching standpoint, you want to try and run through some of the plays, and I've got no doubt that individually, some of these Flyers players can score, very successfully, being basketball players. But Coach Kapoulis will want to run through the sets and try and get a bit more, a bit of team chemistry. So. If they're trying to run these plays, it's going to take a little while. Said in practice, you're going against your own teammates that know the play, so running against a new team and executing, that'll take a little bit of time.
Well, scorers so far for Bristol. Brendan Mahan has 3 points. King has 2. Delpesh has 2. But meanwhile, for Reading, they're led by Finley Porter, who has 4 points. And Troy Cracknell also has 4 points to go along with his 3 rebounds so far.
Yeah, both teams sharing scoring responsibilities.
Here's Cracknell. Finds Porter inside. Great pass! And Jackson finishes with 2 hands.
Yeah, again, Jackson getting good positioning there on the right side. Just that lob over, drop step, and good finish there from Jackson, number 15 for the Reading Rockets. That's a 10-point lead for the Rockets.
Ollison drives inside. It's blocked from behind by Porter. It's going to be Landolfi to inbound here from the baseline. Swings to King, open, baseline 2. Can't knock it down, rebounded by Reading. Here's Dixon, drives inside, off the glass, no good. Rebound ends up with Thomas Bell. Bell pushing in transition, kicks out to Landolfi, baseline triple, knocks it down.
Yeah, now Delphi certainly got that in his arsenal and knocked down that 3 again in that corner as well. Seen a lot of action down there, and Landolfi, a big 3-pointer, reduces this lead down to 7.
Well, we didn't see him too much, Pasquale Landolfi, in the BBL rotation last season, but of course playing for Flyers in NBL Division 2 as Thomas strips the ball loose, finds it inside to King, goes up, no foul given. Here comes Reading the other way. Cracknell, foul is called on the Flyers, and that'll be the Flyers' 5th team foul.
Yeah, good defense there from Reading Rockets on transition, getting them going. And that was a hard foul on the Flyers, and looks like Reading Rockets will go on the line for a couple. Cracknell.
He's got 4 points so far to go along with his 4 rebounds. And of course, after this pre-season weekend, Flyers, their first league game of the regular season next Friday, the 23rd I think it is. They take on Manchester Giants right here at the SGS College Arena. A very much new look Manchester Giants.
Looking forward to that.
That certainly promises to be an exciting game. I mean, it's a rematch of last season's playoff quarter-final, but I think both teams completely different from the last time they met. Some
big moves from Manchester. Obviously, you know, Coach Gardner down with the Surrey Scorchers now, and Vince McCauley taking the helm at Manchester Giants. But yeah, some familiar faces on that roster. It's going to be a very good team to watch.
Bell drives inside, able to draw the foul. And Thomas Bell, see a couple of offensive rebounds already for him. And we've seen that kind of player here at Bristol Flyers before, players that like to go up and crash the offensive glass. That really has been Bristol's style of play, their brand of basketball since they've joined the BBL, and Thomas Bell certainly fits into that mould.
Yeah, that's right. But, you know, we're talking about people not here, obviously. Raf Thomas Edwards, you know, that's going to be a big loss. I can't help but feel that's going to be a big loss. Had an outstanding season last year for the Bristol Flyers. Coaching in Germany now, I believe. So yeah, that's going to be some big shoes to fill, and you know, physicality, you know, was something that Flyers certainly have been played on in the last few years. And you know, looking at the team right now, you don't know if maybe the size of the Flyers may looking to try and play a different style of basketball this year. Don't maybe have the size as they had over previous seasons.
Yeah, they don't have that all-out 5 that they've usually had in the past. You know, that Simmons kind of figure. A lot of like stretch 4s, a lot of bigs that can play multiple positions.
Yeah,
a bit of a mismatch nightmare out there sometimes if they can take full advantage of that.
Yeah, it can work certainly work in your favour. But you just said about offensive rebound. You know, you need that physicality sometimes to muscle your way to the basket. So there might be a question mark over that early on, and see how Coach Kabilas will set up his team.
Dixon swings to Round. Down low now is Jackson. Backing down, he's got a mismatch with Watson Gale on him. Mid-range 2 is no good. Great offensive rebound by Reading. Can't get it to go inside, and Mahan cleans up the mess. Here's Mahan. Spits the defense.
Nice.
All the way to the hole. Count it, and a foul. And Brandon Mahan will get a line for a bonus.
Yeah, he just faked the handoff there, sold it to the defender, powered off, straight to the basket, just opened up nicely, and the and one as well.
Well, Brandon Mahan certainly has been effective so far in this game. We saw him score that early 3-point field goal in the first minute of this game. And there you see his skill off the dribble as well. So he looks like an explosive player that can do it on both ends, and very much, you know, almost a carbon copy of a Trajan Jacob kind of thing you feel when you watch him play and you see him in training. And certainly looks promising so far for the Flyers.
It does, and they've cut the deficit to 5. Was up as many as I think 11 perhaps at some point in the game. So enforcing the turnover as well. Kind of feel like this Flyers team are going to feed off the energy. I think kind of plays, turnovers, getting this Flyers team going a bit.
Just under 3 minutes to go in this first half. Of course, 12-minute halves in the Vince Marriott Invitational today. Here is Delpesh. Swings to Mahan. Bell drives inside, all the way to the hole, able to draw the foul. And Thomas Bell will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Flyers spreading the floor really well then. Left the Reading Rockets number 10 just slightly exposed there on the drive, and just reaching in. Yeah, just reaching in there. Help was a little bit late as well, but good solid drive from Bell.
Now, Thomas Bell, of course, former college teammate of Zach Simmons at North Texas. Knows Mike Miller as well. Of course, all three of them played at the TBT Tournament over the summer with these Elam endings.
There seems to be a bit of a big connection with that college. Is there a reason behind that, Joel, do you know, or is it just...
Stolen away by Mahan, and great pass. Here's
nice
with the hammer! And Bristol Flyers have made it a 1-point game.
Yeah, you can just see on defense now, the hands are active from Flyers, you know, just a play like that will get them going a bit.
Flyers on defense here is Round. Kicks it inside, it's stolen back by Bristol. Great defense from the Flyers. They have numbers here. Mahan wide open for 3. Here's short, long rebound falls to Watson-Gale, back out to Mahan. Delpesh inside. Finds Watson-Gale, the foul is called against Jenkins on the reach-in, and that will send Watson-Gale to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Jenkins again just been caught in with the hands there. Going to try and keep his hands away. He's picked up a couple of fouls like that, but yeah.
And you see that Delpesh dunk, and we spoke about it at the start. Could have been the first of many. Well, that's the second.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good second one.
That one will certainly feature on Instagram later on today. And just coming back to your question there, Gareth, talking about Thomas Bell and North Texas. I know Coach Kapoulis certainly likes the brand of basketball that North Texas has played. You know, over the last few years, they're a team that's won Conference USA. They've won championships there. They have that toughness that Coach likes. They like to grab the offensive rebounds, chase the offensive glass. So certainly fits into Coach's style of play as King puts it in, and Bristol have taken the lead here.
Yeah, they've turned it around. The energy levels have stepped up a little bit. You know, here we go on offense again.
Stolen by Watson-Gale, and that's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul on Jenkins.
And Jenkins again with the foul, and he's called unsportsmanlike or intentional. Can't remember what they call it nowadays. But yeah,
it's great hustle from Jelani Watson-Gale, and as you say, Gareth, a team that's, you know, it's been a half of two halves here really with Bristol Flyers. I mean, they started off slow and really picked it up towards the back end of that second half. Really fed off the energy off of each other as well.
Yeah, feeding off a bit of confidence as well. And you know, just looking at this team initially, you know, they look like a very athletic team. They look like a team who want to get out and run. You know, if they get sort of dramatic scored dunks or something, like, you just feel like the energy is going to be sort of raised that little bit more on defense as well, which is going to make them a better team. But it's those kind of sticky periods where maybe we saw in the first part of the game where offense was a little bit hard to come by and the energy wasn't quite there and the defense wasn't quite there either. But you know, they've really turned that around with some big plays.
Well, King's going to inbound here from the sideline. Finds Watson-Gale. Screen comes from Delpesh, rolling to the basket. Now King on the wing. Back out to Watson-Gale. Shot clock down to 6 seconds. Watson-Gale has to pull up for baseline 3 is short. And here's Champion the other way. Champion looking inside. Stolen away by Bristol. Mahan finds King. King turns down the screen and drives inside off the glass and in. And VJ King lays it in for 2.
Yeah, just a nice little hesitation as well. Just got the defender to rise up a little bit and exploded off. Got his way to the basket. Good backdoor cut by Champion there.
Champion kicks it out to Pinnock. Spins in the lane. Lobs it up inside. Not loose by Bell, but only to the hands of Cracknell, and then foul is called. So that's going to send Cracknell to the line, I believe, for 2 shots. Yeah, you can see the trip there.
Yeah, just caught his foot there. I'll send Cracknell to the line.
Just over 30 seconds left in this first half. Flyers trailed by as many as 10 points early on in this game, if you've just joined us. And now have that 5-point lead. which is the biggest lead of the game so far as well. Jelani Watson-Gale heads to the bench. Corey Samuels comes back in for Bristol. No Mike Miller, no Leslie Smith today for the Flyers.
Any updates on their injuries, Joel?
I think they were just little niggles in practice that, you know, you don't play them for pre-season if that's the case. You know, you want to rest them for when the regular season starts, of course, next Friday. So,
because Mike Miller spent last season out with quite a serious injury, but came back and got some fine form.
King knocks down the open triple, and VJ King has scored a variety of different field goals in this first half. Final 5 seconds of the half. Reading pulled up for 3, no good, and last chance to get a shot off. That won't count, and that will do it for the end of the back and forth half for Bristol Flyers. I mean, they trailed by as many as 10, now go into the locker room with a 7-point lead. Yeah,
a bit of a slow start. You know, Reading came out, played some good team basketball, got some good looks. Yeah, and just Flyers offensively and defensively just taking them a little while to get going, but a few sort of big plays, a few big dunks there from Del Pesh, some good defensive steals, and the Flyers have taken that 7-point lead. But, you know, good showing from the Division 1 team as well, came out really strong, not intimidated by this BBL team, and showing what they can do in preparation for their tournament starting tomorrow.
Well, you see VJ King scoring a field goal there. He has 11 first half points to go along with 2 rebounds and 1 assist. He's done it quite quietly as well. Quietly gone about his business. He's 5 for 9 from the field, doing it at a very efficient rate. Yeah,
I mean, that's how you can tell all the best players, you know, when they're not sort of forcing shots, everything's coming sort of naturally. They're all good shots to take, and, you know, that kind of shows the quality of player, you know, throughout any league. And, you know, we've seen over the years in the BBL that people that quietly go about their business, you know, those are the sort of players that you want, that aren't forcing it. Everything is the right decision, good decision making.
Very good, thanks Gareth. Well, we are at the half. Bristol Flyers lead the Reading Rockets 27 points to 20. We'll be back with you in just under 10 minutes time.
Take no loss, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my.
Sometimes an idea is all you need. Love has brought us here. Love for our game, love for our community. We've come a long way in a short time. But we're only just getting started. This is a vision, born in the West Country and delivered to the world. As Habu and our clubs join together, we look towards an exciting future. You see, we're in the business of fulfilling ambitions, creating memories. This is our identity, passion, pride, integrity. This is our legacy, supporting those who matter the most, our communities, and the people within them. You is our creative heartbeat, inspiring innovation, thinking outside the box, daring to be different. With Habu as our principal partner across all our clubs, it's not about where we've been, it's about where we're going next. New chapters, new frontiers, new challenges. Fulfilling our ambitions together.
Mr. Don's good to go.
Great. I'll let him know.
2, 3, 4, 5. I promise I'm not looking. 6, 7. Hold on tight then. Here we go.
Yeah, then what's this? What's this? Go get it.
What do you think putting that in, Mum? Little bit of sparkle. You look great, Mum. Thanks, love.
Whatever matters to you, our 39 hospitals have the world-class expertise to get you back there as soon as we can.
George.
Spire Healthcare. We're here when it matters for the things that matter.
Just never solved anything. It never challenged anyone. Just doesn't turn potential into progress. It doesn't build careers. Just doesn't push convention to think big or take risks. It doesn't rewrite the rules or give a new perspective. Just doesn't incite passion or inspire action. It isn't the mindset that will ready you for this changing world. Don't just choose a city. Don't just choose a course. Choose to do university right. Choose UE Bristol, not just another university.
Now, you wouldn't want a hot air balloon that could almost fly, would you? So why would you want a cider that's almost perfect? Thankfully, Thatcher's make sure theirs is. It's tasted every Friday by the Thatcher's family to make sure it's just right. Afternoon, Mr. Thatcher. And if it isn't perfect, it simply doesn't leave the farm.
Stop! Stop at 10! For 10!
Welcome back to Flyers TV, powered by Web Games. We are all set for second half action of this game one of the Vince Marriott Invitational. Bristol Flyers taking on the Reading Rockets. It's the Flyers that have a 7-point lead as we enter the second half. And Gareth, this is where it gets interesting because, of course, the Elam ending will come into play with 2 minutes to go in the second half. There's the rules on your screen. Of course, 2 12-minute halves. Each team has 2 timeouts in the second half. The Elam ending begins at the first stoppage under 2 minutes in the second half. All other rules remain as normal, but when the stoppage starts, the game clock stops. The target score is set, which is determined by the leading team score +8. First team to reach target score wins.
Perfect. Good explanation, Joel.
Managed to get it all in just before the graphic disappeared there. Flyers on top by 7 as we are all set to get back underway. VJ King leads the way for Bristol. He did have 11 first half points. It's now been changed to 9 first half points on the live stats here.
Okay.
So maybe there was an error on the scorer's table.
Cracknell leading the way for the Reading Rockets on 7 points. Lewis Champion, former Flyer, on 3 points.
Well, we are all set, ready to go. Samuels and Champion are having a bit of fun out there. Here is Champion, guarded closely by Samuels.
Nice basket.
Great bucket from Cracknell to get us underway for the start of this second half. And Reading Rockets chipping away at this Bristol lead.
Yeah, nice handle there. Pulling back with that jumper.
Samuels pull up 3-pointer. Ball goes in and out. Offensive rebound gathered in by Mahan. King step back 3 is way off the mark. Mahan chases it down. Great find to get to Thomas Bell, and the foul is going to be called, and it's going to be called on Pinnock.
Yeah, we're talking about offensive rebounds there. Flyers had a couple of goes, able to recycle, get another couple of shots. Mahan with a good athletic play to save the ball from out of bounds.
Mahan to inbound, finds Samuels. Ball inside, puts it up, puts it in. Shifty move inside.
Yeah, he changed the ball direction really well there from his right hand to his left hand. Good drive, good finish from Corey Samuels.
Here's Cracknell. Takes a screen from Jackson. Cracknell, step back, pulls up, mid-range 2 is short. Rebound falls to Delpesh. Samuels. Swings out wide to VJ King, drives baseline, all the way to the hole. Able to draw the foul. And he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Delpesh clearing a bit of space there for him as well, just holding off the defender, giving that bit of space on that baseline drive. King finds himself going to the line for 2 bonus points.
9 points, 2 rebounds in that first half for VJ King. Now gets his tally into double figures. Here's Pinnock. Swings to Jackson. Cracknell now. Champion pulls up, is short. Offensive rebound is gathered in by Jackson, and he makes no mistakes inside. Mahan turns the corner, pulls it back out, step back 3. Front iron no good. Offensive rebound by Delpesh. King now for 3. Back iron. 2 missed triples from Bristol. Now Reading goes the other way. Cracknell drives inside all the way to the hole. Will be a blocking foul called on King. I think his feet were just inside the semicircle there. Let's have a look on the replay.
Yeah, I think maybe just inside the no charge, but
it's tough to tell from that angle.
Could have gone either way, potentially that one.
Well, we'll send Reading to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Yeah, really impressed so far with Cracknell for the Reading Rockets. Really nice handle, nice shooting technique as well. No mistake in that from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's an athletic player as well, and Division 1, you know, we've seen it before when, you know, when Flyers were in Division 1, it's those you know, athletic players. They do really well in that league.
Yeah, it's some outstanding talent, you know, in the lower divisions that have made their way up into the BBL as well, almost using that as a stepping stone. You know, if you played Division 2, Division 3 college, playing, you know, National League, Division 1, 2, gives you a great opportunity to show people what you're all about.
Watson Gale swings to Samuels, a great pass. Samuels' 3 is short. Delpesh with another offensive board. Skips it out to Samuels and ends up turning it over. And here comes Reading the other way, takes full advantage. Reece Pinnock lays it in for 2. And Reading back to within 3 points here. Delpesh swings to Bell. Bell, baseline triple, knocks it down. And Thomas Bell stretching the floor with his shooting ability.
Yeah, just nice and smooth as well, wasn't he? He wasn't phased with a Reading Rocket man charging out. Got the shot off as he'd wanted to. Nothing but string.
Here's Cracknell. Picks the screen from Jackson. Cracknell step back 2 is short. Delpesh ends up with another rebound. Bell thought about the 3. It's going to be a foul as he turns it over. And that'll be Flyers' second team foul.
Yeah, just a bit too casual on that pass there. Good hands. That man Cracknell getting the turnover and getting fouled at the same time. Mahan back in for the Flyers. Bell stepping out.
Champion. Driving inside, gets it to go. Great finish from Porter.
Yeah, that was good footwork as well. That spin there, Porter using his strength to give him a bit of space.
And Reading continuing to chip away at this Bristol lead. The lead is down to 4. Delpesh turns the corner, lays it up and in. Soft touch around the rim.
Oh, used to seeing Delpesh just kind of finger roll that.
Hey, 2 points is 2 points.
Yeah. Oh, unlucky again. Nice
Porter.
play from Porter.
Yeah. Went up for a strong finish, fouled by Ollison.
Champion with the dime. Oh. Good strong finish. Good things happen when you go to attack the basket like that.
VJ King takes a seat for Bristol. Pasquale Landolfi comes back in for the Flyers.
Of course, Reading Rockets be mindful they're on again after this game against Surrey Scorchers.
Yeah, next game up will be Surrey versus Reading. And the final game of the afternoon will be Bristol versus Surrey. And of course, Flyers back in action again on Sunday, taking on the Plymouth City Patriots. 4 p.m. tip-off right here on the Bristol Flyers YouTube channel. And then that is their pre-season wrapped up before they take on the Manchester Giants right here in the opening game of the season. Mahan hands off with Watson Gale. Looking inside, Mahan cutting back door. Stripped away by Reading. Here comes Champion the other way. Champion. Foul is going to be called, and it's going to be called on Brandon Mahan.
Champion letting the referee know that was a foul on him there. Some polite words.
It's 14th foul on the Flyers. in this second half. Offensive foul is going to be called on the screen from Porter. I know officials are looking to clamp down on that screen action this year in terms of offensive fouls, and you see it as he just moved on the screen attempt there.
Just trying to get players to stand still more, not use the hips and things like that. Yeah, okay.
Here's Ollison. Thought about the three, does shoot it in and out. Offensive rebound by Delpesh, who blows the dunk. Stolen back by Mahan though. Mahan drives inside, kicks it out to, well, I think he was looking for Watson Gale and it got caught up by Malcolm Delpesh.
Yeah, that was the intended man, wasn't it, on the corner there. Delpesh misread that, tried to get hands on it, knocked it out of bounds. Reading Rockets ball, 36-31. Bristol Flyers with the lead. Not seen that sort of pace, that tempo that we saw in the first half towards the end from the Bristol Flyers.
Triple no good. Porter gathers in the offensive rebound. His mid-range two is no good. Cracknell again, third chance opportunity this time for the Reading Rockets.
And Coach Kapoulas is not happy there. Again, you sort of talk about sort of fundamentals, boxing out, playing good solid defence. Coach Kapoulas not happy with what he just saw.
Well, Coach Kapoulas burns his first timeout of 2 in this second half. And you see him, he's certainly not happy on the sidelines right now. And of course, with a smaller team this season, Gareth, and the Flyers, that's going to be really important to box players out. On the defensive end, the possession's not finished until you grab the ball.
Yeah, that's right. And you sort of look at some of the signings from other BBL teams. There's some big bodies out there as well. So with respect to Reading, there's going to be a lot bigger teams in the BBL they'll be facing, and it has to be a concern if you're sort of not getting your boxing out duties already so early on. So that will be something that will need to work on from Bristol Flyers' point of view.
Well, Cracknell now up to 13 points. He also has 6 rebounds to lead the way for Reading. Not far behind is Porter on 7. Also has 4 rebounds for him, and Jackson with 6 points and 2 boards to lead the way for the visitors. And meanwhile, the Flyers, they're led by VJ King, who has 11 points and 2 rebounds. Delpesh has 6 points and 5 boards. And Brandon Mahan and Thomas Bell both on 6 points apiece.
So yeah, big surprise seeing Leslie Smith back with the Bristol Flyers. That one, that definitely took me by surprise.
Yeah, certainly took me by surprise as well when I got the phone call. The full court pressure being shown here, and is that a foul called by the official? I couldn't quite see.
Yeah,
or was that out of bounds?
It's a push. Yeah, just a bit of a push there, I think. A 4. Jenkins, he must be racking up a few fouls now.
Well, that's his 4th personal foul on Jenkins. Landolfi finds Ollison. Here is Tevin Ollison looking inside. Great pass inside to Mahan. He can't finish on the reverse layup. Cracknell comes the other way. It's stolen back by Mahan, but a foul. And that'll be the 5th team foul even on the Flyers. Mahan will head to the bench. VJ King will come back in for Bristol.
Yeah, tried his hardest to hustle there. Just lost his footing and took the player out. As I said, that's the Flyers' 5th team foul.
I will send Cracknell to the line to shoot 2. Also, Jackson comes back in for Reading. Yeah, of course. I was just picking up on that conversation before the foul there. Leslie Smith, coming as a surprise. Coach Kapoulas, obviously, I think Leslie always wanted to come back to the club.
Yeah.
And when Coach Kapoulas had the opportunity there available, I think it was a very much straightforward procedure. And yeah, it's great to have him back. He played for the Flyers for 2 years. I think he played his best basketball in the BBL with the Bristol Flyers during his BBL spell. He played a season in Sheffield. He did a bit of time down in Plymouth as well.
Yeah, that's right.
And he seemed to really fit into the system that Coach Kapoulas plays here in Bristol. It's a shame he's got a slight hamstring today. But it'll be good to see him in action in a Flyers uniform once again.
Yeah, I thought I read that he was maybe retiring or something like that. So yeah, to come back, obviously, if that opportunity was there and it suited both parties, and yeah, great to have Leslie back in, and we wish him well with this injury and hope to see him on court fairly soon.
Here is Ollison, kicks out to Bell, thought about the three, drives inside, looking inside for Ollison, and miscommunication on the pass as Bell throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, again, maybe just a little bit sloppy on that sort of back of the hand pass there as well in traffic.
Well, we are 4 minutes away from the Elam ending, and it is a 2-point game. Dixon finds Cracknell, guarded by Bell. Shot clock down to 3 here. Has to shoot, puts it up, puts it in. And we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And there's that man Cracknell as well. I'm sure Reading Rockets fans will be delighted to see how well he's performing.
Watson Gale fading away is short. Bell chases the rebound, ends up with Watson Gale. Nice pass inside to Thomas Bell, who puts it in off the glass. Bristol back on top by 2 here. Here's Dixon. Finds Jackson. Jackson inside here, up against Ollison. Finishes over the smaller defender. No mistakes off the glass.
Yeah, well executed pick and roll there from the Rockets.
The pace of this game has just picked up a notch here as VJ King gets the reverse layup to go.
Yeah, it's probably this time in the first half that Flyers played their best basketball, played with all of energy.
Last touch by the Flyers, says the officials. Dixon. Swings to Cracknell. Takes a screen from Jackson. Open inside. Now swings out to Porter, driving inside. Scoop layup is good off the glass and in.
Yeah, Porter's putting a good show as well for the Rockets. Good drive to the basket, nice strong move.
Watson Gale thought about the three, drives inside, off the glass and in. Great move from Jelani Watson Gale. And that is his first field goal in a Bristol Flyers uniform. The foul is called on the entry pass. Jackson had a mismatch with Watson Gale on him.
Yeah, nice high-low action there between the Red and Rockets. Had a mismatch. Get a good seal.
Well, Jenkins has come back into the game here. He's got 4 personal fouls. There's 4 minutes to go in this one. 2 minutes till the Elam ending. Jackson can't finish on the first. He's got 8 points so far this afternoon, to go along with 2 rebounds. Second one is no good, and Bell corrals the miss. Ollison driving inside, Euro step layup, able to draw the foul. And that was a shifty move from Tevin Ollison. A Euro step layup, great fake, and get the defender off his feet, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good strong move. That Euro step, as you said, just bringing that ball across his body, getting the contact. And Tevin goes to the line for a couple. Close game, 42 plays 40.
Well, Tevin converts on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead for the Flyers. Just inside 2 minutes to go until the Elam ending.
Six players on the minute for the Rockets, I think. 1, 2, 3, someone will have to come out. Anyone?
Oh, it's going to be Cracknell to take a seat. Bit of full court pressure being shown now from Bristol.
Yeah,
they
just
get it in.
say the same thing there. Flyers showing a bit of full court pressure now.
Here's Jenkins. Jenkins guarded by Ollison. Jenkins pulls up for three. Front irons it, no good. Rebounded by Bell. Here's King now, pushing in transition. VJ King to the hole, puts it up. Draws the foul, but can't get the finish.
Yeah, he looks a bit frustrated there. On that one-on-one opportunity. Unable to get it to go, but goes to the line for a couple. 1 minute 33 to go until we have the Elam ending.
And just a quick reminder on the Elam ending. Of course, it will start with 2 minutes to go in this game. They had 8 points to the leading team's score at the stoppage, and first team to reach the target score will win. The game clock does turn off, and as you say, yeah, first team to reach the target score will win the game. Guarantees that every game in this Vince Marriott Invitational will end on a game-winning basket. As the Flyers take a 6-point lead here with 3.5 minutes to go. Dixon. Jenkins takes the screen. Porter. Jackson now. Shot clock's down to 3 seconds here. Dixon falling out of bounds, finds Jenkins, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Great 24 seconds of defense for the Bristol Flyers.
Yeah, and Coach Kapoulis giving his man a round of applause there as well. He likes to see that. Always good to a 24-second call.
Ollison. Guarded by Jenkins. Tevin Ollison shoots the three. No good on the triple. Bell chases the rebound, just knocks it loose. And there you see it again, Gareth. Thomas Bell active on that offensive glass.
Yeah, he's showing that energy and hustle, isn't he? See, there's opportunities there. Unlucky just to step out of bounds, but nearly so close to recycling that ball for another shot. Timeout called.
Well, it's Flyers with a 6-point lead. We are 55 seconds away from the Elam ending beginning, and just a quick refresher on the Elam ending rules, of course. When the game clock reaches 2 minutes, the first stoppage under 2 minutes, the Elam ending will begin. Game clock stops. The target score is set by determining the leading team score +8, and the first team to reach target score will win. And that is the Elam ending in a nutshell.
So you're watching some of this tournament. Did some games go on for hours, or
I mean, to be honest, it usually does last around 2. I mean, I think they did 3 minutes to go in the tournament, but it does last around 2 to 3 minutes if everyone's shooting. But you never know in British basketball, do you?
Could be over just like that. Or
we've seen quarters where teams have scored, 8 points before. So
we have.
So it could be 10 minutes of action here. I guess we'll never know, but yeah, on average, I reckon we're looking at around an extra 3 minutes or so of game clock time onto once the Elam ending has begun. And Rockets here will want to get as close as they can to Bristol in these last 55 seconds before the Elam ending begins. Here's Jenkins. Finds Dixon. Turned over by Reading, and here's a 2-on-1 for Bristol. VJ King to the hole and jams it in with a two-handed slam.
Nice, we love to see that. Love to see defense rewarded with that sort of athleticism and finish from King.
Bristol on top by 8 points now, and it's turned over again, and this is the last thing Reading will want before the start of the Elam ending. Reading almost get it back here. They have to get it over the half court as Bell does so in time. Ollison finds King for three. Baseline triple is off the mark. There's 6 seconds to go before the Elam ending gets underway. So the next stoppage in this game The target score will be set. Here's Jenkins, pulls up, is short, rebounded by Watson Gale, and Flyers will want to put some points on the board here before the stoppage in play. Here's King. Bell. Watson Gale now. Down low to Thomas Bell. Backing down. Inside to Tevin Ollison. Great move and a great finish. And he'll be the stoppage as the Elam ending will get underway. The target score will be 58 points. First team to 58 will win this game right here on Flyers TV. And you see here a couple of back-to-back scores. I mean, Bristol really built momentum going into that Elam ending. You see the dunk by VJ King, and then great patience on offense by Bell to find Ollison inside.
Yeah, good post up there from Bell. Had his head up, always looking for that pass or the double team, that wraparound. Van Ollison underneath the basket, but here we go. Yeah, the first team to 58 points.
There you see it on your screen. The target score has now been set. That will be the deciding factor in this game. First team to reach 58 points will win this game, and that can be on any made basket as well, including free throws. So
yep,
it does guarantee we'll see a game-winning bucket in this game.
And the clock is basically now
finished. Now turned off.
Yep.
So there's no game clock, just the shot clock only. And both teams will race to 58 points right here on Bristol Flyers TV. Well, both teams talking things through before the Elam ending gets underway. It's Watson, Gale, Ollison, King, Bell and Landolfi on the floor for the Flyers.
And Bristol Flyers pushing up the court. A bit of pressure on the Rockets.
Here is Jenkins. Well, he's just telling. I think the official needs to tell the scorers table to. Does it turn the game clock off or? Yeah, we are back underway. Yeah, the game clock was moving there in the arena. It's going to be a foul called. Blocking foul is the call on Watson Gale. We'll send Reading to the line to shoot two here.
He was quick there, wasn't he? Quick hands. Just a bit too aggressive maybe on the contact.
Now Jenkins has done well to stay in the game here because, of course, he's playing on 4 fouls. He's been on 4 fouls for quite a while. There's Pinnock no good on the first. Knocks down the second, though. Makes it a 9-point game.
Reading Rockets putting a bit of pressure on themselves.
Here's Watson Gale, forced to the floor. Able to find it inside. Kicks it out to Ollison for 3. Baseline triple is good. And Tevin Ollison knocks it down.
Yeah, some nice ball movement there from Flyers, finding that corner 3.
Cracknell. Last touch by the Flyers. Stay here with Reading. Shot clock down to 11 seconds. Here's Jenkins. Takes the screen from Jackson. Jenkins got mismatched with Ollison on him. Knocks down the triple.
Tough shot. Off 1 foot almost.
Tough shot.
Off balance.
From Jeremiah Jenkins.
Big shot.
Watson Gale kicks out to Ollison again for 3. And back-to-back threes for Tevin Ollison. He scored 6 points in this Elam ending. And Flyers need one more field goal to win this game. Ball into Jackson, who turns it over. Brandon Mahan comes back into the game. Pasquale Landolfi takes a seat. Here is Mahan. He's got Jackson on him, because he's got a mismatch. Mahan for the win.
That'll do.
Knocks it down, and that will do it. Bristol Flyers have won this game 59 points to 44. It's Brandon Mahan who makes the game-winning basket. And a solid win in the end for Bristol Flyers, of course. They trailed by as many as 10 points early in the game, but really found their feet as the game wore on.
Yeah, and fair play, good credit to Reading Rockets as well. You know, they came out strong, made it difficult, but you know, Flyers towards the end there, just you know, the shooting, made some good shots, and able to pull away in the end. So yeah, some nice battle. Definitely room for improvement, I'm sure, for both teams. But yeah, shooting towards the end there. Just getting some open looks on that baseline three. Yeah, tough shot for Rock as well.
Yeah, these are some of the highlights from the Elam ending. Of course, Tevin Ollison, a couple of back-to-back threes from the same spot. He scored 6 of the team's 8 points in that finish. And then Mahan nailing the coffin, drains the triple. And that'll do it. Bristol Flyers coming out with a win, 59 points to 44 in the first game of the Vince Marriott Invitational. Well, make sure you don't go away anywhere, because we've got the next game coming right up. There is another live stream right here on the YouTube channel, so don't go away. Just need to go off this game, on to the next one. We'll see you for Reading Rockets versus Scurry Scorchers in around 30 minutes' time.